All right, shalom to the elect of Israel. First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahar Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. All right, coming again with another lesson. All right, bringing this truth. The 12 tribes of Israel, being the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and our scattered seed, according to Bible prophecy. All right, and yeah, we're in the last days, man. You know, we are in the end times. Okay, and really, this lesson, I just want to speak about how things are speeding up. The Lord is speeding things up, man. All right, the time is flying by, and even people that aren't even aware of the truth, you know, a lot of times, you'll find that they even admit themselves that days are flying by, and the Bible speaks about that, man. The Bible tells us about the times that we're in and how the Lord is gonna speed up the downfall of the wicked and their rulership. All right, because that's the time that we're in now. We're in the time of the rulership of the wicked, right? Which is Esau, the Edomites, the so-called white man, those whose fathers go back to Esau, okay, through their father's lineage. So the Lord is shortening these days, man. Okay, the Lord is having sun up and sun down, and he's forwarding these times, man. Okay, because these are some evil times, bad times, perilous times, the scripture says. All right, and you got Esau putting oppression at an all-time high. All right, this man is oppressing the air that we breathe, the water, the trees, the animals, the people, everything, all living things. All right, Esau is a virus on this earth, oppressing the people. All right, corrupting the food, making genetically modified organisms and feeding it to the people, causing sickness and diseases and all sorts of things he's created to bring destruction, man. You know, destruction, to bring death, chaos. All right, destroying family dynamics between men and women, children, breaking up families, causing division. I mean, this guy's bombing, hospitals, man. And schools. In over in Middle Eastern countries, all over the world. This man is creating war, and there is no peace on the earth. All right, all through the wickedness of these Edomites. All right, but the Lord is bringing this all to an end, man, because ultimately Esau has to fall for righteousness to reign on the earth, for the kingdom of heaven to be established, and for the Lord's people, the Israelites, to rule, all right, in righteousness forever. But this man, the wicked, all right, these Edomites have to go down, man, and we're seeing things speeding up, man, all right, namely according to prophecy, all right, which Bible prophecy, speaks of the rumors of wars, all right, speaks of the Mark, all right, Revelations 13:16, all these things we're seeing speed up, all right, and that's no coincidence, man. That's not by chance. The reason people feel the times are speeding up, the days are being shorter, and time is flying by is because the Lord is forwarding his prophecies to deliver his elect from this wicked captivity, man, from this kingdom that we're in. All right, so I'm going to start with Job chapter 20 and verse 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. So the triumphing of the wicked is short, because what's been happening since the wicked has come into power, right, which the Lord allowed them to become in the rulership seat, right, in these last days, to be an example of how not to rule the earth, right, to show what happens when you're wicked and you're ruling this earth in wickedness. But the Lord is going to take him out. The Lord's going to punish the wicked. They're going to go down in destruction, right? And it's been that way, right? That's why I was letting you know what all wicked rulers in the past, have they not been cut down? Have they not been destroyed of the Lord? Right? That's what the Lord does, man. Right? Because the Lord is righteous, and He doesn't want to see wickedness spreading all over the world, all in the earth. Right? The Lord wants to see righteousness upon the earth. When He looks down and sees upon the earth, He wants righteousness throughout the earth, man. So these Edomites, they gotta go. All right, they are the hypocrite in the earth. They are the ones to say to do one thing, but they're not. They're doing something completely different. They're doing something else. All right, those talk about uh children's rights, but then they're wicked elite and they got all these rings for that's all this harming children, and um the blood that they're shedding, the adrenaline, all these type of wickedness that they commit towards the children. They'll say uh, uh you know democracy, and they'll say free speech and all these different types of things, but they're really against that, and they're hypocrites. All right, that's the main point. And it says that their time to rule is going to be cut short. All right. Hey, the scriptures, what is that? I'll get that. That's Luke chapter 10. Scriptures speak about Satan, all right, falling, how he's going to be falling. All right, and Satan represents a man, all right, because in Isaiah the 14th chapter, it speaks about the eyes shall narrowly look upon thee, all right, when it refers to Satan, all right. That's a man on the earth, man, represented as through the wicked, all right, the people of the earth, which are these Edomites. All right, this is Luke chapter 10 and 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Okay, now that's talking about when these Edomites, wicked, elites, they fall, man. All right, in their rulership. All right, when the Lord destroys their rulership in these last days, man. All right, it said they're gonna fall as lightning. All right, meaning quickly. As quick as lightning strikes. All right, it appears and then it disappears. That's as quickly as these Edomites are going to fall from their rulership. That's as quickly as you've seen the rise of their empire. You see America, you see, all these um, Edomite countries, they're risen into power, right? They're going to be cut down, man, and their old rulership is going to be ripped from them. The Lord is going to destroy them, and ultimately, with their blessing, which is the sword, which the modern day sword is those nuclear missiles. That's ultimately what is gonna take them out so quickly. All right, that is gonna be the end all be all destruction for them. Okay, because in Revelations the 18th chapter it tells you how Babylon is gonna be destroyed within 1 hour. Right, it's only gonna take 1 hour for those missiles to hit and do its job or upon America, which is Babylon. And that's that's what 60 minutes. That's no time. All right, so the Lord is going to do a speedy riddance of the wicked. All right, because when you look at all the centuries that it took for America to be built up off of the backs of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the Israelites, the blood, sweat, and tears of the Israelites in captivity and slavery, the centuries it took to build up America, in comparison to the 60 minutes that is going to be taken out, that shows you the hatred the Lord has. The Lord's going to do a quick destruction of America, all right? But it's also going to be plagues leading up to it, all right? So these people are really going to suffer. They're going to be punished. The Lord is going to destroy them in perfect ways, man, to have it finally topped off with those nuclear missiles. All right? So I'm going to close out, get the last few scriptures, okay? Because the times is speeding up, man. All right? That's the main point. All right? Time is flying by, man. It's like, you do your work, you got a job you go to, you do your job, you come home, you know basically, the day's really done, man. They say we got 24 hours, but really, when you wind it down and break it down, it's really, the times is really flying by, man. That's mainly the main point. All right. This is Matthew chapter 24 and 22. It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Yeah, so if we don't see this time speeding up, if the Lord doesn't fast forward these prophecies and hasten the downfall of the wicked, then who's going to be saved? Who's going to, be around? Because the thing is, like, with Esau ruling, everything is being destroyed. Everything's getting worse. All right, the food's making people ill and sick. Right, his witchcraft and his you know, the pills and potions destroying people. The environment, the pollution is all toxic. Ultimately, Esau is such a madman. He's actually going to use these missiles. He wants, he would destroy, all people and including himself. Right? He's actually created these. The Lord has allowed this man to go ahead and create these missiles. All right. Now you think to yourself, okay, this is actually going to be a, all out destruction. Maybe let me not do this. No, but Esau, he still goes ahead and he's got this technology, man, which ultimately is the will of the Lord, because that's going to be the thing to take these Edomites out, man. Right? And the elect of the Lord's people are going to be delivered from that. All right. But this is where we're headed, man. We're heading to that ultimate end all be all destruction of this wicked kingdom. Right now it says, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right. So yeah, and that's what we're seeing, man. All right. I got another one here. This is Mark 13 and 20. All right. It says, and except that the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he have chosen, he have shortened the days. So that's what's happening. All right. The Lord wants to deliver his elect. All right. His elect are still in captivity and suffering, going through oppression. All right. And things are just only getting worse here. So the Lord, he's forwarding this thing, man. The downfall is approaching, man. All right. The end of the wicked, the end of Babylon, the end of America. All right. The end of these heathen nations ruling over us. Right. The salvation of the Israelites is near, man. All right. And that's why we're seeing, all these things speeding up. That's why we're seeing all these prophecies take place in the news. Why we're seeing these nations gearing up to go to war in this third world war. All right. Things are strategically being positioned over in the Middle East, where the Armageddon is going to take place, man. The war to end all wars, man. This is the end game. This is where things are headed to, man. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. All right. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Waharaka, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. And salutes to you, Akim, teaching his word to the elect in truth and sincerity. All right. With that, to the elect, I'll say Shalom.